Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's NewsStand, and today we have a double dose of cringe. Both, one from each of the big two, right? Well, the one isn't technically actually comics, but even so, we're going to discuss it. I think this is hilarious. I did mention it in my previous video, but I actually want to talk about it and talk about the direction that it actually shows you and why it is mildly concerning. But before we get into that, yesterday I put a riddle up, and what is blue and not heavy? Really original, right? Well, JJ Miles, thank you. The color light blue. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. I don't know why, but that was really, I laughed for way too long when I seen that one. So anyways, let's get into the first bit of cringe, which is DC Comics, right? We talk a lot about DC Comics, and this is a new book that they are putting out. It is the Wonder Women of history, right? It is going to include 18 real-world heroes. And when you think of real-world heroes, who comes to mind? Actual heroes, right? Actual real women that come to mind. Maybe Clara Barton or Betsy Ross. There's plenty that we could talk about, and we will, don't worry. But This is hilarious. Like, you can't be serious with this, DC. And it is edited by the girl that did Tempest Toss, Wonder Woman Tempest Toss. And she is the one that changed Steve Trevor to a gay couple called Steve and Trevor. So let's take a look at who they actually have in this book. Remember, real world heroes, right? So we have AOC. My God. Really? The first one right off the bat is AOC. You cannot be serious. Obviously, there's a million things I could say bad about this woman. First, she's a democratic socialist. She wants open borders. She lost her constituents thousands of dollars in jobs, and from an Amazon deal that she, pushed out. Regardless of your politics when it comes to AOC, this woman is an absolute embarrassment to actual strong, real life heroes, right? So let's keep going with this list here. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, right? Okay, it's a little bit better. She's a Supreme Court justice. She said that abortion is safer than Okay, she said that abortion is safer than childbirth. Totally makes sense. She also endorsed pedophilia back in the 70s. Okay, yeah. She's the co-founder of American Civil Liberties Union. Like, need I really say more? That's all I would have had to say, and you could have understood. So then we have Elizabeth Warren, who literally made a career out of lying. I want you to kind of remember the side where all of these people are falling to as I go through this list. So she literally made a career out of lying. She said she was Native American. What did she end up being, like 124th Native American? Right. So she tried to Me Too Bernie Sanders just like 6 months ago. She's lied multiple times throughout her career about losing a job, for pregnancy. She's super far left. She wants children to be able to transition at any age. She was literally talking about a 9-year-old just recently. So, great pick. Rashida Tlaib. Okay, this woman has extreme TDS. Now, I know less about her, U.S. representative, right? When I think of her, I think of when they were trying to, for like the 24th time, actually impeach Trump, and she's running around like dancing and being super happy, like celebrating the fact of his impeachment. She's just a rude person in general. Like, she treats people like they are stupid. And she's also known for her widespread anti-Semitism. Okay. Oh, this is a mess. Now, this Teresa Frazier, she's fine. I actually looked her up. I didn't know the name. She was the first indigenous woman to launch an airline in California. Nope. In Canada. Wow, I can talk today. So, you know what? As she's a single mother of 2, and she said her philosophy is simple. Love what you do. I love that. I absolutely love that. This is somebody that I could actually see in this situation. So, I think it's a good pick. Beyonce. Right. Okay. Everybody knows who Beyonce is. I mean, whatever. I'm not even going to say anything about Beyonce. It's so ridiculous. I guess you better put a ring on it. So, Edith Windsor. Now, this woman passed away 7 years ago, but she was known for her Supreme Court case, which was the United States versus Windsor, which overturned key parts of the Defense of Marriage Act. So basically what I'm saying is she helped recognize same-sex marriage couples and kind of pave the way for gay marriage. I don't know very much about Judith Hyman, so we're going to skip over that. Some of these people are so abstract, it's very odd to me. We do see Ellen Ochoa. I'm sure I butchered that name. She's an engineer, first Hispanic woman to go to space, director of Johnson Space Center. Like, there are decent picks in here. I'm not saying that at all. And I do think this is a good idea, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But I want to point out the direction, right? So we have Marsha P. Johnson. Marsha P. Johnson was actually born Malcolm Michaels Jr., and he was the American gay liberation activist and self-identified drag queen. So it's a man. It's a man in Wonder Woman book. Okay, we're going to move around. We're going to move on. Now, the next lady, she is a Chinese virologist. She was nicknamed Batwoman, and she works in Wuhan. Yep, Wuhan. When she works in the lab that COVID, that was the rumor that it was leaked from. Yeah, she works in that lab. So that's hilarious. Tig Notaro, LGBTQ activist and cancer survivor, stand-up comic. Right, so this one is really weird to me. This girl's name's Kiko Agena, and she is literally just an actress on the Gilmore Girls. I am talking about real-life heroes here. That is the theme, right? So, if you can act, you are a real-life hero. Dominique Dawes, golden medal gymnast. Okay, right. Janelle Monáe, she's a singer, she's an actress, she's an activist for queer black women in America and Black Lives Matter. So, now that we're looking over these and we've kind of gone through them, more than half of these were LGBTQ activists. Now, there was politicians in here, right? So, they were all liberal. They were all very liberal. They were all very left-wing. Not a single conservative. And that's fine. This isn't my book, right? But I'm just trying to show you how DC is doing this. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, if you're going to include AOC and Rashid Tlaib and some of the other ladies, well, Elizabeth Warren, one of the worst politicians out there besides maybe Biden's VP pick, Kamala Harris. Why not include people like Sarah Palin or Kathy McMorris Rogers, even Ann Coulter? Like, I'm talking about, you have to do what you do for one, you have to do for another. So, you know what, I honestly, I don't care about any of that, but why not include, if this is what you're doing, somebody like Blair White? I absolutely adore her. She's trans. Her politics don't match. That's exactly what it is. She's conservative. Candace Owens, no, too far, too far. Okay, well, you went far left. Why don't I go far right? Why not include somebody like Caitlyn Bennett? Oh, yeah, let's pretend like that would ever happen. There's no way in hell that would ever happen. So even leaving politics out of this, we're talking about, again, real life heroes, real inspirational women, right? I can name you 10, literally, that I could replace this whole thing with better people. So what about Linda Carter, the original Wonder Woman? Why not her? Why not Betsy Ross, Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks? Like, all of these people are people of color. Why couldn't you include them? Are they not far enough left? What's the issue? Amelia Earhart, Susan B. Anthony, Sojourner Truth. These are real women that were heroes. Clara Barton, Sally Ride. Like, oh, hell, you could even go further back and include Joan of Arc or Lady Godiva. That is ridiculous. How obvious this game is played. They even went into pop culture a little bit, right? So if you're going into pop culture, why not include people like, I already said Linda Carter, why not Gal Gadot? Or Jennifer Garner, who's worked, with children to help children. No, that's not what they want. What they want is their history. What they're women. And I get it, it's their book. I could care less. It's not going to sell at all. It is not going to do well. And that's obvious. But what they want is whoever does read it to read their history, to read what they want to teach you. And you know what? Good luck selling it. All 4 copies will still be left on Amazon shelves. It's absolutely ridiculous. I say, and I do think this is a good idea. I think women should be celebrated. Women are amazing for the most part. There is crazy ones, right? But women are amazing, right? So why not celebrate women? But celebrate them the right way. Like I said earlier, what you do for one side, you do for the other. What you do for a book like this does not include very divisive people. The people I said would have been perfect. The division is there the second you put AOC, Rashida Tlaib, any of those people in there, Elizabeth Warren, any of them. You caused the division yourself. So let's take a look at the last little bit of cringe I have for you. I was so looking forward to this movie. Don't get me wrong, unless the marketing keeps going this way, I may go see it. But we're talking about Black Widow, right? So, she had a new interview for Empire, and there's a couple new pictures. They're really nothing to write home about, but she wants this movie. And it makes sense with Phase 4 to be a feminist Me Too movie. Now, when I've seen this, and I'm using Cosmic Book News, I normally do not. I don't care for that site. A lot of it is false information. But the quotes are actually, I looked them up, they came from Empire. So, they were a 100% on this one. So, Scarlett Johansson confirmed that the Marvel prequel, Black Widow, would indeed be a feminist flick and deal with issues, are you fucking kidding me, surrounding Time's Up, oh my god, and Me Too. What kind of movie are we going in to see? If you are talking about those two subjects in particular, what? I thought I was going to see a superhero movie. Like, I didn't think I was going to see a movie about women that claimed they were raped and then weren't. I didn't think I was going to see a movie about, oh my god, I'm a woman. I don't know if I can do this job. Every man thinks I can. I thought I was going to see a superhero movie. So she said, I think this film in particular is very much reflective of what's going on in regards to the Time's Up movement and the Me Too movement. Why? Like, why is this even in there? This is like the most ridiculous movie to put it in. But, okay. It would be such a miss if we didn't address that stuff. No, it would not. It would be a superhero film based and only for your escapism. If this film didn't take that head on, oh my god, I think particularly for Kate, it was so important for her to make a movie about women who are helping other women. Now that I get, right? With everything surrounding the Red Room and everything else, with her sister, women helping other women is a great theme for this, right? I have a feeling they're going to, go back to where she came from and save them and all of that. That's a great theme. Lift them up. I get it. What does this have to do with Me Too? So, who lift other women up in a very difficult situation? Someone asked me if Natasha was a feminist. Of course she is. It's obvious. It's kind of an asinine question. Ooh, someone is pissy. But the only thing I can think of is quite possibly, her backstory with her having to be, basically unable to have children because of being who she is. So it's the only thing I can really think of, but it's not like I can't even. What a waste. What an absolute waste to see her last movie in. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm overreacting. Let me know in the comments below. I just find this fucking hilarious today. After everything that's been going on the last few days, it's fun to laugh at a little cringe. So let me know, of course, what you guys think about both of these stories. Oh, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon and subscribe stars. You guys literally make this channel possible. Huge thank you to Cage the Mick, Robert Mick Twiz, Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris Z, David L, David Rafford, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Mighty Balls, Mike Buckner, Maizen Barbosa, Ruskar, Ryan Decker, Robert Hoffman, and Doc Holliday. You guys are absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget on the way out to like as always if you enjoy the content and hit subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.